welcome back to our channel. If you're new, hi, welcome to our channel. You're probably wondering why the heck we're filming in the kitchen, and that's because it's super cloudy outside and this is like the best lighting, and I don't have any other like professional lighting like I should, but I don't. So today's video is going to be how we flipped a house and completely remodeled one at 18. I get a lot of questions about this all the time, and if you've been a subscriber of ours for a long time, then you came along on the journey with us basically. So today we're just gonna be answering some questions that you guys asked a long time ago, like all the way back in September, and I just kept forgetting to film this video. So yeah, I guess we'll give a little bit of a backstory first and then we'll answer the questions. So we lived with family until we were like 18, both of us, and we knew that we didn't want to live in an apartment, but we also couldn't afford like a basic regular house. Like we knew that we didn't want an apartment because we wanted to have a little bit of a yard or something, and but we also knew that we couldn't like afford some huge house with like a nice yard or something. So then we realized that a trailer house would be like the perfect like middle, because it's a house and you get a yard, and like you get a yard.
And honestly, like when we came here, we didn't realize like about the neighbors and everything, but honestly I love our neighbors.
Yeah. So when we were 18, we started looking and we decided, we narrowed it down to that we wanted a trailer house, unless for some reason there was some house that popped up, but we weren't gonna like think that there was gonna be. We kind of just narrowed it down to like a trailer house. So every so often we would go drive through different trailer parks in the town that we live, and we would just like check online like Facebook or Craigslist and just kind of watch and see if any would like pop up, or we drive through and see if any were for sale. And one day you found it, right? You found our house on Craigslist? Yeah. So one day he was just looking on Craigslist and you saw an ad for it.
Yeah, I don't even know what I wasn't actually
we
looking
just kind of looked.
I think it was under like, you know, if you go on Craigslist and you just hit like for sale all in like your area or whatever.
Yeah, it was kind of like
in there.
It was random that he saw it, and it was in our town. We were like, okay, like you could tell from the outside that it needed a lot of work. Like we knew that coming and looking at it, it was probably gonna be pretty rough looking. But so
this happened in like February.
Yeah, it had to be 2019.
Yeah.
It had just turned 2019 because
So it was February. And
yeah.
Because we wanted to wait to buy something until I got done with school so that we had a constant income.
Yeah. So then, whatever, we came and looked at the house. It was very rough. I'm gonna insert some before and after pictures or videos throughout this video so you guys can see the drastic change. But we came and looked at it, and we were
Cambria was overwhelmed, and
yeah,
I was like,
very
oh,
overwhelmed.
This is awesome.
But if you guys don't know, Dalton does construction for a living, and that's what he went to school for, so I knew that he could handle it. It was just like, holy man, this is gonna take a while and a lot of money.
I would say about 2 months into it, Cambria had the I
had a lot of mental breakdown.
About 2 months into it, I could tell Cambria was at the point where she just wanted it done and over with, and she was about done with it.
So yeah, we came and looked at it. It is technically a 2-bedroom, 2-bath house, but
3-bedroom.
Kind of 3, because it's like a playroom / it was office with like French doors, but it obviously can be a bedroom. So 3-bedroom, 2-bath. How many square feet?
1,280.
Yeah, so like 12,000 square feet.
1,200.
1,200, sorry, not 1,200 square feet, which is really, really good, I feel like, for a house, for like a first house for 18-year-olds. So yeah, we came and looked at it. We were like, and Dalton, I was like, should we do it? Like, I don't really know. Like, if you say you can do it, then I guess let's do it. So we kind of talked it over and we decided like, sure, let's do it. But what we ended up doing was we waited until April to make like a final decision.
So at the end of March,
we kind of made our final decision on what we wanted to do.
end of April, because we started working on it in May.
Okay, and if you know that time of the year, that's when you get your tax money back. So that is what we use to pay for the house. So we use all of our tax money from that year to literally do this whole thing. We ended up getting the house for how much?
a little over $3,000.
Yeah, a little over 3,000, which is crazy, but it needed a lot of work. It was literally like everything had to be pretty much ripped apart. We ended up using all of our tax return money
and some of the savings.
And some of our savings that we had put away, and we just went for it. We were 18 years old. We really had no idea what the heck we were doing, and we were just whatever. We want to be on our own, so we went for it, and it was honestly one of the scariest decisions I think we've ever made, but also one of the best like investments, and honestly one of the best decisions like in the long run. It's going to be a really good investment, I think. And so yeah, we bought it. Dalton literally ripped it down to the bones.
In 2 days, I had the entire house tore apart.
He was so excited.
Literally, the outside of the house was all that remained, basically.
It was literally like bones of the house. Everything, the carpet, the floor, the drywall, literally everything. So that's kind of like the backstory. I think we covered most of the backstory, right? Like how we got it, because a lot of people ask like, how did you do this? How did you find it? We just looked every so often, and we knew that if it was meant to be, something would come up.
You have to be trying to find. So a lot of the issue is the money too, because we had to wait till we got money, because I had money to buy it, but I didn't have money to fix it up. So if you don't have money to fix it up, there's not really a point in continuing to just buy it. It'll sit there and won't do anything.
And we're gonna be completely honest with you. When we say we had no idea what we were getting ourselves into, we literally had no idea what we were getting ourselves into. Like, we could have tore apart this thing and it could have been such a disaster. We found no major problems at all. We're gonna be honest, we had to borrow a lot of money from a lot of family members, which we're like forever grateful for, because we literally would not have been able to do this without them. Obviously they didn't we paid them back, or we're paying them back, or you know what I mean. But we had no idea. We did have to borrow a lot of money. We had to take out a loan to get our carpet. Like, I just want to be real with you guys, because we are 19 now. We have a baby, we're teen parents, but we did it. It's possible. It just, a lot of people don't really tell you what you really have to do to do these things. Well, it was hard.
It was hard, and it wouldn't be possible if it wasn't for me being able to do everything. If you had to pay somebody to do this
that's
stuff,
another thing too.
It would have costed you thousands and thousands of dollars.
But you guys asked a few questions, and we're just gonna answer them. Somebody asked, will you live in the town you live in now forever? Doesn't really have anything to do with the house, but I mean, we live in a small town in Wisconsin, like 10,000 people. There's not a lot here. You have to drive like 40 minutes to get to anything big. So I don't know, this is all we've ever known. We probably will always live in Wisconsin. Maybe when we're older we'll live somewhere else. But we might move to like a little bit of a bigger town, or somewhere with more opportunities for Dalton's work and whatnot. But we'll probably stay near here, or always in Wisconsin. Yeah,
I mean, I'm not gonna say that we're gonna stay here forever.
Right.
Who knows?
Yeah. As of right now, we have no plans of like leaving the state.
Or leaving anywhere.
Right. We might just switch towns, if that makes sense. But yeah, we're kind of just go with the flow people. Like, that's how we were with the house. We were kind of like, if it's meant to be, it'll be. That's literally our saying about everything, or it happened for a reason.
Yeah, we're honestly pretty laid back. At times, we're a little more laid back than we should be when it comes to certain things.
But it is true. Like, this house wouldn't have happened if it wasn't supposed to happen. The next question is, what was the most expensive part, and what was the most exciting part? You probably know the most expensive part better than I do.
The most expensive part would probably be flooring. Honestly, if you think about it, you just walk on it every single day. But when you go to buy something, you want it to be nice, so that when you go to sell it, you will make more money.
Right.
So when you're doing it, you want to go buy as cheap as possible, but yet have a good turnaround. So you have to go in the middle at least. You cannot go on the low, but you don't want to go on the high end if you're not going to stay here for a while.
So probably carpet and our kitchen flooring was the biggest thing?
Because in just our carpet and our flooring, we have like almost $3,000.
Yeah. when we mean like literally everything for a house is an investment. Literally every single thing is an investment. The countertops, investment. You're gonna get an outturn for that. Your lighting, your carpet, your everything, the freaking color on your walls. You just want people to walk in and be like, I like that, I want that. You don't want them to come in and pick apart everything and be like, oh, I need to change that. You want it to be. So yeah, probably carpeting
was the most expensive.
Yeah.
And then what was the other part?
Because we had no major problems or anything. What was the most exciting part? For me, I would say the final touches. Just seeing it all come together, because when it was all like skin and bones, like I was like, what is this gonna look like? Like, what are we doing?
The most exciting part for me was when I bought it, to be honest with you.
And you got to.
And I just got to go crazy for 2 days.
Yeah.
And literally, when I say that I went crazy for 2 days, I worked for 2 days and the whole house was basically gutted out.
Yeah, literally.
And Cambria at this point was kind of scared.
Oh yeah, for sure. Is it cheaper to fix up a place rather than buy for what you were looking for to begin with? I would say probably fix up, because we definitely have pricey taste. Yeah. That we can't afford.
Cambria has pricey taste. I kind of just go along with the flow, like she was saying.
But we both agreed that we wanted the cabinets to be white. We didn't want anything to be like brown and dingy and like feel like an old house, feel like a trailer house. We didn't want that vibe. When people walk into this house, they're like, wow, I did not expect it to look like this. So I would say probably we did the best thing possible.
If you're asking what you should do, if you have experience in,
or have someone,
or know someone in your family or something that has experience in carpentry and how to fix things, you should go a route where you can fix it. You'll get a better deal, and you will get more bang for your buck.
In the long run, yeah.
If you do not, you will spend more money to fix it up than it's really worth.
Depending on what state you live in, prices of houses range crazy. Like Texas, you can get a freaking mansion looking house for the price of a 2-bedroom, 2-bath house here in Wisconsin. So it also depends where you live too. You might live somewhere where you can get super nice things for way cheaper. I don't know, but where we live, I think it was better for us to do it this way. Was it hard to agree on what you both dreamed of the house looking like? No, we pretty much came into this with the same vision.
Cambria, whatever Cambria wanted, I kind of made happen, let's be honest.
And we both came into this knowing we wanted white and bright and just like clean looking. Like he hates the brown, old looking stuff too. So like that was really easy
I just
to
like it to look
on.
modern and
but not like
up-to-date.
super.
Yeah, it's not, you gotta make it look, I don't know, I like the way modern and up-to-date.
Yeah.
I don't know. And we put a couple of things that most people don't have in their houses. We have concrete countertops. Yes,
that's one of my favorite parts.
They're a pain. You can't cut on them. You can't. There's a lot you have to upkeep with them. But
there's a lot of cool things that we have in our house.
But like that, whenever anybody comes in here, nobody else that I know of has concrete countertops in their house.
They really are. I love them. So yeah, no, it wasn't hard to agree at all. Dalton pretty much let me pick out whatever I wanted, but when I did pick something out you didn't like, you definitely like said that's not gonna work, or I don't like that.
Well, and a lot of times, except for like the main building materials, we pretty much got most of it at like a Habitat for Humanity.
Oh yeah, that's another thing.
Or like
thrifted,
a restore, thrifted. If we could make something out of something, that's what we did.
Cassie asked, can y'all come flip a house for me and Patrick? Honestly, I would love to do that. Me and Dalton talk about that all the time, how dope it would be to travel around the country. Somebody asked what was the hardest part. Probably money.
The hardest part, money or
plumbing. That was a struggle.
Plumbing.
That was a real struggle for Dalton.
I'm not good at plumbing. So you hire somebody out. But I still didn't do it. Electricity at first, I was a little iffy, but hey.
Because that can go bad really fast.
You zap yourself once or twice and you figure it out quick. I mean, that's another thing. I'm not scared to try anything once. I mean, plumbing, I'd probably hire somebody out just because I'm not that good at it. Electricity, if I had to run wires and stuff, it's fine. If I had to hook it up to a box, I'd hire somebody else to do that. But like, for all like hooking up a light and stuff, I'd probably just do it myself because I feel comfortable doing it.
Probably the hardest part was money, plumbing, or the electricity. How do you budget for renovations?
You don't.
You don't?
You
well,
take,
you do,
you
but
take
you
what you want, you take what you want to spend, and you times it by 5, and that's about what you're gonna.
My biggest piece of advice is wait, honestly, if you can, wait until you get your tax money back, because for us, when else are you ever going to get that big of a lump sum of money? You're not, besides that one time of the year. So I think that was really smart of us, because when else are you going to save that much money that fast? You're not, unless you're like rich, but then you obviously don't need to budget because you have no problem then. But yeah, I would say wait for your tax money or go with the flow and just do what you can when you can. If you make a lot of money, you can budget no problem. When you're two 18-year-olds and I'm a stay-at-home mom and we only have one steady income, it's hard to budget. But if you're good and you make decent amount of money, you can probably budget no problem. Wait until you have a good amount of money and just go for it. If you don't take risks in life, you're not gonna go anywhere. If we wouldn't have taken this risk, I don't even know where we would live.
Well, and not only that, but you have to be okay with living in something that's not finished for a while when you're starting something like this.
And that's another thing too. When we moved into this house, we didn't have carpet. We had plywood on the ground everywhere that there was supposed to be carpet. We didn't have a lot of things. We didn't even have, I don't even know, like we
had nothing.
Yeah, literally, it was like just enough to be okay for Everly to live in it, kind of thing. Because that was my main concern, was the safety of obviously like our 2-year-old, because toddlers get into a lot very fast, so it can go really bad really fast. But yeah, once we had the bare minimum, we moved in, and we lived without carpet for 7 months. So yeah, we just recently got carpet like a month ago. Yeah, so you just you can't be scared, and you have to look at it as an investment, because this will be a good investment once we are done here and we move on to the next thing, whatever that may be, wherever that may be. You just have to take risks, because if we wouldn't have gotten this, and we probably would have had to settle for something that we honestly wouldn't have been happy with.
Right.
If I left anything out, or you guys have questions about anything else, how we did something else, comment down below, message me, I will answer you, or I will have Dalton answer you, whatever. So I'm gonna insert some before and afters right here. It's crazy, it's pretty cool, and I honestly am really proud of this house. I know we both are, and we love it here, and it was probably one of the best decisions that we've ever made. Just don't be scared, and if you want to do it, then do it, and know that no matter what, it will be possible, but it doesn't mean that it's going to be easy. yeah, thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we will see you guys next time. Bye guys.
Bye.